Listen closely, because everything you think you know about deal making is about to get turned upside down. You're grinding day in, day out, chasing leads, fighting gatekeepers, drowning in term sheets. But deep down, there's this gnawing frustration. Deals slip away for reasons you can't quite put your finger on. Opportunities die in slow motion, buried under competition that's just slightly better connected, slightly savvier, slightly faster. You feel it's not about money or even skills. It's something else. Something invisible that almost no one talks about, but that defines who wins and who loses in private equity. Here's the brutal truth. Your biggest enemy isn't the market or the economy. It's isolation. You sit behind your desk, surrounded by noise, but you are fighting the fight alone, disconnected. Your network might be big, but it hides no real power, no real synergy. You see, real power in private equity doesn't come from just piling up contacts or cold emails. It comes from strategic partnerships, the right kind of partnerships, which unlock hidden deal potential that you never even imagined possible. Why do these partnerships feel like magic? Because they tear down every wall that's been holding your deals hostage. Think about it. When you partner strategically, you're not just combining resources or splitting risk. You're unleashing a fierce, almost primal synergy where 1 plus 1 suddenly equals 10, 20, or 100 times more. Deals that were invisible, inaccessible, or too expensive become your playground. This isn't theory. This is how legends are made, but you have to know how to do it right. First, drop every conventional idea you have about partnerships. No more shallow connections or surface collaborations. What you need is complementarity on steroids. Find partners who bring in what you lack: skills, markets, insights, or networks, but who also crave what you offer. This creates a brutal, honest relationship where both sides are bound to deliver real value. If you're both chasing the same thing, or worse, overlapping massively, you're just stepping on each other's toes, and any potential crashes and burns. Here's where most founders and investors fall flat. They try to control every variable. They want the lion's share up front. They waste time negotiating minor points while the bigger prize slips away. Stop. It's time to build trust over ego, speed over perfection, and shared vision over rigid control. Strategically, you can't afford to be the lone wolf or the selfish shark anymore. Be the collaborator who understands that the biggest wins come from giving before taking. Help your partners before asking for help. Invest time in their growth as fiercely as you invest in your own. This mindset will unlock doors to deals that others call off the market, too risky, or too complex. Next, stop looking at partnerships as just a nice to have or something to consider. Make it your core deal strategy. Embedding yourself in a tight, trusted network with complementary players isn't a side project. It's your most powerful lever to crack the code on today's impossible deals. You can't compete with raw capital or cold calling anymore. You compete with alliances that create weight, withstand storms, and open silent channels that make deal flow relentless. But you have to get emotional too. This isn't just business. It's survival and rebirth. Behind every delay, every rejection, every failed negotiation, there's pain, lost time, damaged ambitions, burned out teams. You know that feeling, the sinking pit in your stomach when yet another deal dissolves because someone else had a better partner, better network, better insight. That's rage fuel. Turn that rage into fuel for connection. Go out there and hunt those partnerships that scare the hell out of you, because it means you're reaching for gold, not settling for bronze. And here's an insider secret. The most explosive partnerships come from diversity. This means not just geography or sector, but a real mix of mindsets, skill sets, and ambitions. Founders who solve tech headaches partner with investors who bring deep operational mastery. Funds team up with makers who build in emerging markets. Don't fall into the trap of sameness. No synergy ever spawns from clones. Seek out the odd matchups. That's where you find the secret ingredient, the hidden deal potential everyone else misses. Now here's the part that nobody will say loudly, but that makes all the difference. Strategic partnerships are not about looking good on paper or splitting checks evenly. They are messy, complex, and demanding as hell. You will fight, you will clash, the ego will flare. But if you lean into the conflict, if you make it a non-stop conversation around shared goals, your partnerships will evolve from fragile agreements to ironclad forces. When the going gets tough, partnerships that survive real tension earn you deals locked in by unshakable trust and alignment. If your portfolio isn't exploding with opportunity, or if your deal flow feels like a slow drip, this is your wake-up call. Stop being a lone operator. Stop trying to outgun everyone with just money and buzzwords. Build those strategic, emotional, systematically calculated partnerships that rip open new landscapes of opportunity no one else sees. Embody the relentless, untamed hunger for growth, but understand this hunger is fed not by isolation, but by connection. Don't wait for permission. The market will punish hesitation and reward bold, connected players. Find those partners who complement your weaknesses brutally, who challenge you to rise, who push you to transcend your limitations. Tie your fate to theirs with honesty, speed, and shared ambition. Together, the hidden deals will reveal themselves, deals that set your growth on fire and your legacy in stone. This is the battlefield where the future of private equity is won or lost. Do you want to be the one who stares at the wreckage of missed deals, or the rare few who master connections so deeply that opportunities chase them down? The choice is raw, real, and absolutely yours to make right now. Unlock the power of strategic partnerships and watch how the world shifts beneath your feet. How deals that once seemed impossible become your everyday reality. Remember, the system wants you fragmented, alone, and small, but you are meant to be far bigger. The key lies hidden between you and another, two players becoming one unstoppable force. Don't just survive the game, destroy the old rules, build the new ones. Find your strategic partners, ignite that synergy, and unleash deal potential that's been waiting for a spark only you can light. Right here, right now.